I'm thrilled with the diverse range of speakers we have lined up for today. And we have a full house with audiences from all over Europe, the US, the UK, and of course Ireland, celebrating Maeve Binchy's legacy in her hometown of Dalkey.
Maeve Binchy put Dalkey on the map. She loved this place, but she reached out beyond it, even though she chose small town or small village Ireland for many of her settings, that in the small you get the big or you get the universal.
I absolutely adored her short fiction, and it's great to be here at Echoes in Dalkey now, honouring Maeve and talking about my own work with other writers that I love and respect.
The echo of a person in the place that they have been, I think, is a really strong one. I feel it at the Echoes Festival. The echo of Maeve, I think, is here.
Well, they often say that a prophet is without honour in their own land, but Maeve is the exception to that because she was loved not only in Ireland as a whole and indeed worldwide, but right here in Dalkey where she was born and bred.
Well, as the only festival with Maeve Binchy at its heart, it's really important to us that Echoes celebrates her here in Dalkey with the best of contemporary Irish writers and writing.
To open up a story to a big international audience, the temptation might be to make things generic, but actually that never works. What works is being very specific in terms of place and time, and that's what feels real and that's what people respond to.
I think one of the strengths of Maeve's writing is the fact that it is located in a parish, so to speak, because the stories are universal and you believe the characters because they're walking on streets.
Binchy land in many ways. This is where a lot of her stories, you can kind of feel them in the air.
Put the atmosphere of Dalkey into her books for sure. The familiarity, the friendliness, and everything on your doorstep.
And this is an aspect of Maeve which I don't think very many people know about, but her enormous generosity made her almost a philanthropist during her lifetime.
To know that she was just down the road when she was writing all her wonderful books and all the journalism she did, which is incredible, which brought a whole new dimension to writing in the Irish Times, I think. She was a great woman.
Like every great writer, the route through to the universal is through something very specific and well understood and vividly realised. Maeve had Dalkey running through her veins more than anyone, and so this is the most brilliant place to focus all that energy together.
We just had a wonderful session hearing great memories of Maeve from three of her closest friends, and 10 years after her death, which this year's Echoes is commemorating. It was wonderful to hear those reminiscences and to learn a lot more about the person that was Maeve Binchy.
And there's nothing like being in a room with people, and to be actually in a room physically near where the author herself was writing just makes it even more special.
She grew up here and she went on living here and she wrote about it quite a lot, especially in her journalism, I would think. So I think it's really great that the festival is here in her hometown, and it's a beautiful place.
And this festival is great. Echoes is fantastic because it keeps her spirit alive. The number of people I've heard today saying it kind of feels like Maeve is here. And that's what's so special about this festival. Among all the other festivals there are in Ireland, I think Echoes is very, very special for that reason.
Echoes is a wonderful event. It's all credit to Margaret Dunn particularly and the Heritage Centre for staging it, and also to be talking about Irish writing, which is flourishing so much these days. And I think Maeve would have been very proud to have been influential in this, and particularly for it to be in her hometown of Dalkey.